Hey there, book lovers.
And welcome to the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads, where two sisters dive headfirst into the world of spicy romance.
I'm Blondie.
And I'm Mare, and if there's one thing we love, it's a book that brings the heat.
From the slow burns that make you swoon to the downright scandalous reads that leave you blushing.
We're here to break it all down with hot takes, steamy plot recaps, and plenty of laughs.
No trope is off limits, no book is too spicy. Whether you're a seasoned romance reader
or just dipping your toes into the world of smutty fiction, we've got you covered.
So grab a drink,
get cozy,
and
let's talk spice. Hello!
Welcome back, everybody.
Holy moly.
What?
Nothing.
Is it too red?
Is it too red? It's a little, we're a little red today. The books are red.
Yeah, it's fine.
We're going with a red theme apparently. And a little bit of Halloween.
Yeah. It's October 1st for us.
It is.
But this won't post until
I don't know. It'll post on a day. It'll post on the 10th.
Oh.
But we're recording today. So, hello, everybody.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Blondie, your chaos coordinator, here to remind you that foreplay can sometimes mean blade play.
And I'm Mare, your spice connoisseur, already sharpening the knives for this hot ride.
Yum.
Alrighty.
Welcome to episode 20 of the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
Today we're diving into Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight, a mafia reverse harem where knives, chaos, and carnal obsession reign supreme. This is a hot one.
It was a hot book.
It's a spicy book. I was too slouchy when I adjusted my mic. I gotta fix it. It doesn't like it when I move it around though. Okay. All right, should we just go, let's go straight into those trigger warnings so that everybody knows what they're getting into with this one, because this one, again, it's a hot one.
Yeah.
So we're going to put those up, and we're going to listen to the vocal talents of Blondie.
Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight contains scenes and themes that may be triggering to some readers. Listener discretion is strongly advised during this episode. Trigger and content warnings: rape, child abuse, parent with alcoholism mentioned, self-harm, blood and gore depictions including blood play, graphic manipulation, death of a relative from terminal cancer, recounted, death of a parent from suicide, recounted, death of a parent from drug overdose, recounted, graphic murder and attempted murder, graphic torture, gun and knife violence and play, physical assault, arson, kidnapping in captivity, car accident on page, organized crime, mafia.
I got to remember to unmute myself. That's a lot.
It was intense.
Like I said, this is a spicy, dark book. Definitely that dark romance.
Yeah, there goes the neighborhood for sure.
All right, we ready to just hit this book summary so everybody knows what we're talking about, and then we'll get into our fun segments.
We'll get into this.
All right, let's put up that book summary, and now you get to listen to my vocal talents, and I apologize in advance.
They're wonderful.
Book summary: Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight. Writer Garrett, Kenzo, and Diesel, the Vipers. They run this town and everything in it. Their deals are as sordid as their business, and their reputation is enough to bring a grown man to his knees, forcing him to beg for mercy. They are not people you mess with, yet my dad did. The old man ran up debt with them and then sold me to cover his losses. Yes, he sold me. They own me now. I'm theirs in every sense of the word, but I've never been meek and compliant. These men, they look at me with longing. Their scarred, blood-stained hands holding me tight. They want everything I am, everything I have to give, and won't stop until they get just that. They can own my body, but they will never have my heart. The Vipers, I'm going to make them regret the day they took me. This girl, she bites too. So dramatic. my goodness. Oh, it's one of those things where you don't hear your own voice very often, and like recording all the book summaries, it's just like you try to give some inflection and some emotive through it. Like I'm so like
I think you did really good on that one.
Oh,
I liked it.
I'm glad you guys liked it. Let me know what I can improve on. All right. Now we got to hit up important announcements.
Put our little book on the corner.
Oh, yeah.
So I can continue to go.
Right? Name that movie.
If someone in the chat could name that movie,
right?
You may get something free from me.
All right.
Yeah, I agree. It was great. It was a great narration.
Oh, well.
I think it was one of your best.
Oh, well, thank you. There's one I did the other day for one of our upcoming books that I think I did pretty good on, actually. I did a few different takes of a few different parts and then like edited it together. So it sounded like it was pretty good. I'm a little proud of one of them. I can't remember which one, but anyway. All right, let's get into our important announcements. So, we actually have our TBR for everybody today, which we're going to give out. So if you want to read these books so you can join in on the conversation and know what we're talking about, I'm going to give those to you. So, after this episode, here's the order. We're going to do Bitten by Death by Holly Roberts. Magical Midlife Dating, Book 2 of the Leveling Up series by K.F. Breen. Ghosts of Halloween by Lila Faye. Credence by Penelope Douglas. Ooh, that one's really taboo. And Toxic by Nicole Blanchard. Those are our next 5 upcoming episodes. So I hope you guys check these books out, give them a good read, and come back for those episodes and join in the conversation.
For sure.
All
don't
right.
Be dorks.
Did you just say don't be dorks?
Yeah. And join in.
All right.
Before we dive in, don't forget to follow us and join our sisterhood.
We're on TikTok at the Steamy Sisterhood, and we're on YouTube at the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
And we're also on Spotify and Apple at Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
And also don't forget to check out our Etsy store, Steamy Sisters Co. It's going to be undergoing a revamp in the upcoming months, hopefully with some new merch, better model picks, and an overall different look. But that is coming up soon.
Yeah.
All right. Wow, we
real good.
We nailed all the things.
All the things. We're getting real good at this.
We're doing better.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. What?
I was going to say, do you want to model the sweatshirt?
Oh, show one of our merches? Hold on. Oh, wait, I got to take down the thingy. Dang it. Everybody's looking at my butt right now. All right. Am I in the right spot?
Yeah.
And then the front has this little guy on it. Tell me, it was our hottest seller at Rocky.
This was, our biggest seller at the Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat. Everybody really liked it. And it will be up on our Etsy store coming up. And that is a nice sweatshirt she has on.
Oh, it's super soft, comfy.
It's so comfortable, isn't it?
Yeah, it's super soft. I got mine's a little oversized, but that's because I like oversized sweatshirts. But yeah, it's super soft, comfortable. Like, I've already washed it a couple of times and it held up really well. Like, things that chicks are interested in. So it's good quality. So, all right.
These are the chairs that we always sit in. We just normally have blankets on them.
Yeah, there's usually blankets thrown over the top, but
we didn't do that.
We got lazy.
We also have that pink one and it says Morning Glory with a bowl on it.
You should let Fatty in. She's standing there looking at us. See if she'll come in. All right. Segment number 1. Oops, wrong button. Just kidding. Wrong button. Segment number 1. Meet the Madness. All righty.
Come on, Fatty.
And I know, Jean, we have to work on the transitions, but it's going to take reprogramming the whole thing, and I just don't want to do it right now. So, the oversized is the way to go.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Meet the Madness. We're going to talk about this book a little bit. Um, so you obviously already got the book summary of what it's about, but Blondie's going to give us another quick reminder.
Yes, let me get situated. Den of Vipers throws us straight into the chaos when Roxy is sold to 4 infamous men: Diesel, Garrett, Ryder, and Kenzo.
Known as the Vipers.
Ooh, sounds scary.
Yep. So that's where we're at with that one. And we'll put up some pics while we're talking, but let's hit these first mini questions. All right. Did you expect Roxy, our female main character, which I will throw up some pictures, did you expect Roxy to be as crazy as the Vipers themselves, or did she surprise you?
From, I think, like, that first chapter and the way she handles herself at the bar, I'm like, this bitch is awesome. So, yeah, I kind of expected her to be a little... I didn't expect her to be as intense as she was, but I did expect her to be pretty intense, I think.
Yeah. She owns her own bar and like she defends it with a baseball bat. She's pretty badass.
Yeah, she's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
as you can tell, like, that's pretty much what she is described at in the book.
Yeah. Silver haired, tattooed up, always wears her red lipstick, dark eyeshadow. She's pretty badass.
Yeah.
So this is what's funny. This is Beth's creation.
Mm-hmm.
Or Blondie's creation. Oops, sorry. And this one is my creation.
It's so funny how Mid-Journey got it right on both ends.
Yeah, they're just slightly different. They have their own little thing, like same thing. It's just your girl's got her hair up in a ponytail, but similar looks.
Mm-hmm.
So, your turn.
Okay. Which Viper made the most shocking first impression?
Ooh. Well, let's throw up. Do you want your pictures of the Vipers to go up first so that everybody can get an idea? Because they're all very different and unique personalities, all 4 of them.
Yeah, but on your little buttons, pick which one made the biggest impression to you.
The most shocking first impression.
Yeah.
I would say my most shocking first impression was definitely Diesel.
Yeah.
He's kind of the psychopath off the, like, unhinged. He's got kind of a torture dungeon. So, yeah.
Yeah, he literally has a torture dungeon.
Yeah. So, I would say that Diesel was the one that gave me the most shocking first impression, which I'll put up your pic of Diesel, which is very similar again, just a little different look. And he does have a thing for fire and blood. So, there's that.
Yeah. He's crazy.
What about you? Which Viper was your most, like, shocking first impression? Oh, look, Fatty's on the camera.
Oh, yeah, there she is. I was going to put her bed up here.
I know, but I don't think she'd lay. Oh, nope. She's going to come on up
Yeah.
and say hello. Her name's Lady. She might come over onto your lap.
I think Diesel, because he's the most manic.
Yeah, like he's a little crazy.
Yeah. I would have to say probably Diesel was the most shocking first impression.
I love that she's just chilling. Don't eat the books. All right. Okay. If you were thrown into the Viper's world, would you fight, submit, or find a way to thrive? Show the sexy dude again.
I think I would learn how to balance this out.
Kind of how Roxy did.
I don't think
after a time, I should say.
Yeah, yeah, probably. I mean, I think I would be panicked at the beginning because they didn't seem like they were going to, like, take good care of her until they really started to get to know who she was. So
I would say the way the book opens with the introduction of the Vipers and them making the deal to own her, basically, and them talking about what they were basically going to use her, abuse her, and then kill her.
Yeah, they were gonna essentially beep her.
Yeah, they were gonna do horrible things to her and then kill her. So,
yeah.
Are you wanting in my lap?
I don't think she knows what she wants. why don't we show? So this is Diesel. Let's show Ryder, which is kind of
The
like
leader.
the leader of the pack here,
All
of the
right.
Vipers.
So this is my version of Ryder. So he's very clean cut,
Yes, he's
mafia boss.
always in a suit.
Yeah, clean cut, mafia boss esque. Like he's
Yes, Daddy Death.
yeah, he's our hottie. And then let's put up your version of Ryder. So very similar. Like when
It's so crazy.
we pull the descriptions directly from the book. So if the descriptions are done well, that's why they look so similar. So you can tell that the author did an amazing job describing the characters.
She did for sure. Oh my God, your chairs. We're gonna get new chairs in the new studio, by the way, so they don't sound like we're farting the whole time.
Yeah, I apologize for the chair situation.
So
All
he's
right.
kind of the leader, mob boss, always in a suit, always well taken care of. And then we've got,
His brother Kenzo, younger brother Kenzo.
and he is
He's the gambler, runs casinos.
yes.
All of that. So that's my version. And then here is Blondie's version.
Gee.
Looks like you put my description in Midjourney. So there's Kenzo.
That's my vision of him through Midjourney, I guess.
Maybe you need to give her pets. She might lay down and roll on her back for you. Oh, she likes it. She's like, rub my belly. All right. And then you already saw Diesel. So now last but not least, the fourth one is Garrett. And he's kind of like silent but deadly. And I don't mean farts. Like he's the really reserved but like restrained violence type of guy. He's like an underground boxer, kind of their enforcer. Like he's pretty badass dude, but you don't know a lot about him. He's got kind of a softer side to him. Sometimes maybe you find that out. So, and then let's do.
That's my version of him.
I mean, it's close. It's just he has long hair, but in your version, in my version, he's clean cut because that's how he's described. So, but
Yeah, that one's sexy as hell. You can't even tell me it's not.
yeah, but
It would
yours
not-
doesn't move.
It wouldn't animate that one.
I wonder if it's because it would have been dirty or maybe it's because it's blood. I don't know. There she goes. Come on, get in your bed. Anyway. All right. So there's all of our characters, main characters of the book. So, all right. Are we ready to move
Let's
forward?
Move down to
Let's-
segment 2.
Let's get into that spice breakdown. Oh, yeah.
Make sure she doesn't fall off.
I know. All right. All right. We gotta rate our spice level on this one. Do you want to go first or do you want me to go first? Sorry, we've got a third host and we have to make sure that
She's
her
very
bit-
sensitive.
She is. All right. Spice breakdown. What is your spice rating or do you want me to go?
I'll do my spice rating first. You can do darkness first.
Okay.
My spice is definitely a 5 on this book.
Oh, there we go.
Pew pew.
This is definitely heavy spice.
Yeah, this is a heavy spice book. I liked it.
Scorching smut, peak chaos is the descriptor.
Yeah, so the spice vibes in this book were like knife play, blood play, and gun play.
Yeah, and as well as reverse harem, group dynamics, all 4 men plus Roxy often together.
Degradation king, sadomasochism, breath play,
Voyeurism and exhibitionism.
ferocity over tenderness, unhinged, rough, unapologetic, brutal.
Yeah, I mean, there was...
And this is from both sides, the female and the male characters on this book, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Like, I was actually going to pull it up really quick. Because remember I was talking about when I had to because when I listen, I mark all the chapters with spice in it so that I can put it in the description box. So check the description box down below if you want to know which chapters are steamy. Literally the amount of chapters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 chapters out of 69. I mean, it's a lot. I mean, I would say this book, yes, it's a dark romance. It borders on erotica with the amount of spice that's in it. There is a lot. Not saying that's a bad thing at all. Just saying it's on that border, I think, in my opinion. What do you think?
Not really for me, but
Okay.
Wookie. What was that? You know what you didn't add into our site?
Purposely didn't do the spicy scene breakdown because there were 19 chapters of it.
Oh.
But why don't you do this? Why don't you? I'm sure there's one scene that stood out to you.
69.
What?
No, there wasn't.
I call bullshit. You're telling me there wasn't one scene out of the whole book that didn't stand out to you? Really?
I'm thinking.
None of the like all of them together scenes. Like it is a reverse harem. So there are definitely like menage a quadruples going on.
I think the wrestling on the floor at the begin, like second chapter.
So you're talking about the very, very first spicy scene.
Yeah. Where Diesel walks in.
Yeah, that one is a little intense because you don't know if it's going to be like an essay or if it's going to be consensual.
Yeah.
It obviously ends up being consensual.
Right. So I think that's where the start of the situations like happen. I feel like
the one that stood out most to me, because I've read books with multiple partners at the same, like one. Let me rephrase that. I've read one book where there were two guys, one girl scene, and it was only one scene in the whole book. So for there to be four dudes and one chick, I would say the scene that stood out to me the most was probably the tattoo scene.
Oh, it's a hot scene.
That was probably the scene where I was like, oh, that's happening right now.
That was hot.
So
That was Diesel and
Garrett and Diesel.
Garrett and Diesel, right?
Yeah. So Garrett does tattoos as well. So Garrett is giving Roxy a tattoo, which you'll get to see that in a little bit. I guess I could put it up on the screen now, huh?
Yeah.
So Garrett is giving Roxy a tattoo on her upper thigh, and Roxy is into a little bit of like she's a little bit of sadomasochistic, like
she's into it.
It gets like the pain gets her excited, and Diesel knew that and then told Garrett. So like he's tattooing her, and then like she's getting excited and she won't hold still. So it's like this whole thing where like Diesel does things to her to get her to hold still while Garrett is tattooing her. And then things happen after the tattoo's done. It's hot. There's things that happen, but that's the tattoo. Here we'll put up an audio clip really quick.
Take a look, baby. And I tilt down until I can see the tattoo. When I do, I gasp. It's fucking beautiful.
Close your legs.
It's delicate, unlike their thick, heavy tattoos. Roses climb down my thigh with sharp thorns, dripping mandalas and beads, and curving around the stem of a rose is a tiny viper, its eyes peeking from the leaves. It's stunning and so lifelike, its shading making it look like it's alive. I love it.
Your scale is a little... I don't get it.
My scale is screwed. Okay.
Skewed as far as like spice goes? We gave it a 5.
Yeah, no. Well, yes.
Are you talking about like...
I have read reverse harems where there's like...
How many?
I think the max was like 6 dudes.
I'm sorry.
She married. It was intense. I forget who that author was. And then I got sucked into this series, okay? And it was a situation.
Which series is this?
It was like 4 huge, 5 huge, and it just kept going.
That was the name of it?
Yes, I'm pretty sure. Let me look it up.
All right. So I guess what I'm saying is like in this book, she's juggling 4 dudes, right? And they're all got their own brand of crazy. That in itself is just exhausting to listen to. Like you're just sitting here going, like the girl would have to be
Yes.
icing her vajayjay on a daily basis with the amount of like fucking that happens. Excuse my language, but like it's just constant in this book. Not saying, again, not necessarily a bad thing, but even just reading it or listening to it, I'm thinking that just sounds like so much work. Like just exhausting.
But she's not even doing that much work.
Well, that's the other thing. She does some stuff. There are things that happen that she does.
Yeah, this is true, but a lot of those, my God, they kind of just there. I don't know.
I mean, anyways, long story short. All right. So we talked about which spicy scene pushed your boundaries. All right. Question number 2. Well, moving on, because we talked about the spicy scenes and how I didn't literally do a breakdown for all 19 of them.
Yes. So we said
Think of every combination you can come up with. It happened.
Did it?
Her with each guy individually. Her with multiple guys at different points in the book. Her with all the guys at one point. Which again, that part was a little like, I was like, okay, so this is happening and then that's happening. And that it's just a lot. Again, enjoyable to read. It's fun. It's fantasy. I get it. Totally. Like as far as a book goes, it's enjoyable. It's fantasy. It's entertainment. In no way. That's like not even, that wouldn't be fun in real life. Not that it would ever happen, but like, at least to me, that just doesn't sound fun in real life. But in fantasy fiction world, it's fun to read.
Okay.
What's the name of the book series that
Beast Brothers Bundle. Okay.
Wait,
multiple.
Beast? That's the name of the series?
Yeah, Beast Brothers.
And how many books? And there's 6 of them?
That
With one
Multiple
woman?
Love has 1 through 3 and then 4 through 6. And then I got on this kick and it was 4 times 4. So it's the 4 series books. 2. So let me read you the titles really fast. Oh, shit.
Oh my goodness.
I just hit it on accident.
Go to just title details. And then scroll down and click
shit.
series.
No, I hit it. Hit it on hide title. There you go. How did you hide? I didn't even know you could hide titles in your library.
Well, if you don't want people to see what you're like, I could probably do that because this is the worst part. Because I have a lot of young adult novels like Harry Potter, Rick Riordan, Lightning Thief, Hunger Games, all of that. And I have teenage sons. They have access to my Audible. And obviously they know that I can see what they're listening to. So they're not allowed to listen to my books, obviously. So all they can see are the covers and the synopses. They can't see anything else. And I would know if they were listening to them, but that would be a reason why you could hide titles.
Huge players. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 dudes? Mm-hmm. God,
My 5 stepbrothers love playing games, and I'm their favorite toy.
Okay. Well, maybe one. That's a lot. Maybe that'll be a future episode. Anyway, we're getting off subject.
Okay,
All
that
right.
went spiraling. Sorry.
Yeah, that was a little bit of tangent.
If you want my TBR, just hit us up in an email. I'm not reading that again.
Okay. My goodness.
All
All right. So we talked about which spicy scene pushed your boundaries, right?
Yes.
All right. So now your question. Go for it. Do you know where you're at?
No.
Spice breakdown question 2.
Oh, I have mine. I highlighted wrong. Oh, I see. Did the group dynamic make the spice feel overwhelming or exhilarating?
A mixture of both, in my opinion.
Okay. Because was this your first reverse?
Yeah, yeah, it's my first reverse. Like I said, I've read one where there were 2 guys and 1 girl, but it wasn't like it was a love triangle situation. So there was one spicy scene where they were all in the action together. But that's the closest I've ever come to multiple dudes, one chick. So this one was like throwing me in the deep end with 4 dudes, 1 chick, and it being a dark romance. So you've got that in there too, with a lot of dubcon, sadomasochism, kinks, all the things.
Knife play, gun play, blood play.
Yeah. There's
Yeah, this did throw you in the deep end.
Yeah, it threw me in the deep end.
First of all, this was your pick, so.
Well, it was already on my TBR because it had been popping up on TikTok like a zillion times. So before we even started this podcast, it was on my TBR list. So anyway, long story short, did I find it overwhelming or exhilarating? I'd say a mixture of both. There were definitely, like, I think as far as the spice goes, there was, for me, it was a lot of spice. I felt like at some, and in some points in the book, this is true. It's literally every other chapter. Again, not a bad thing. It's just, it got a little, in my opinion, a little over excessive. Like I said, bordering on erotica, not so much romance. But it was also exhilarating. It was my first reverse harem. So it was like, oh, now that's happening. Oh, now that's happening. And that's happening. And that's happening too. So it was fun. It was different. Like I said, it's fantasy. And like I said, I'm down for anything.
Yeah, fantasy's fun.
Was there ever a moment where the spice surprised you by being tender?
Yes.
Aww.
I think. Thank you. I think from when you first meet Diesel, and he's like this super, and they're like, "Don't talk to him, stay away from him. He's crazy.
Don't be alone in a room with him."
Yeah.
And again, the way that they initially talk about what they're going to do to her, which is basically abuse her and then murder her.
Yeah.
So you don't have good impressions of these guys off the bat.
I think your headphones are on. Are they on backwards?
No, I don't know. No, they're on the right way.
Oh.
It's just I have little ears and it's big and yeah, that's what she said. Anyway, continue.
So I think when Diesel is tender to her and kind of takes his little bird under his wing, if you will, and is tender to her, I think that was sweet in the book, and how she softened him.
I would say that the way that they initially introduced Diesel and then how he really is, I would say he's absolutely way more tender than they imply that he is.
But he may never show them that tenderness like he did her.
Maybe, and maybe that's why.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right.
Moving on.
Your question.
Did you have any criticisms of the spice? Was it too much, too repetitive, or exactly what you signed up for?
I think I kind of already went into this. Like, I would say that, like, the reverse harem aspect didn't bother me. None of the kinks or any of that bothered me. Like, the trigger warning stuff, none of that bothered me. I've read enough dark romance to where it's just like, it's fiction, it's fantasy. It doesn't affect me in that way. I think that kind of like, again, it's completely different than Morning Glory, but the amount of spice at some points, like I said, was a little much.
It was a little more erotica for you.
Yeah, it was, like I said, it was bordering more on erotica versus a romance with a love story. Not that it has to be love, but like it doesn't have it. It just felt like a little much at points.
Oh, that's fair.
And honestly, I read an entire book recently that I thought was going to be spicy, and I got all the way to the end and finished it and was like that meme with Cartman where he's like, I read 111 pages and not one effing thing. And it basically, I finished the whole book and I was like, all it was sexual tension. The whole book.
What book?
I'll tell you afterwards. I don't want to spoil it.
Mother.
I'm not going to spoil it because that's a major.
You can't tell me.
It's a major spoiler and it's a book we're going to review.
Shit.
Wait till you get there. It's not bad though. The book overall is still good. Like, would have spice made it better? Absolutely. Did it need it? No. So that's all I'm going to say.
We'll leave it right at that.
Yes, we will. All right. Moving on. Darkness
breakdown.
I love that. One of these days our transitions will be smoother, but I still like our
It's good.
animations. I'm impressed with our tech skills.
You're impressed with yourself, is what you're saying.
Hey,
Got it.
I get my pat on my back and my gold star, and one of these days I will get a gold star insignia that I can push a button and it goes up.
I'm okay with you to have your gold star. Go right ahead.
All right, so you rated the spice. I shall rate the darkness.
I shall reach the darkness.
You just went vampire again. It is October though.
It's October 1st.
So are you just gonna talk?
I have my Halloween underwear on.
Do they have jack-o'-lanterns on them?
No, they have skeletons and bats. Oh, I think they have skeletons and bats. And it's
You
matching.
have themed underwear? What are you, 5?
It's Halloween. They're a thong.
You wear themed underwear as an adult?
Absolutely.
That's a conversation for a different podcast, I think.
I have ghost face underwear too.
Seriously?
Yeah, my husband got them for me.
Okay, well that's more excusable. If it's a gift from the hubby or the
Because he
partner,
knows
or
I like Halloween.
she likes Halloween at a whole nother level. All right.
I think I have a Halloween shirt for almost...
You have 31 Halloween shirts?
No, I was going to say for like I will not... When you watch me stream through October, which Jean and I are going to do lots of scary games, I will not have the same shirt on. I have enough Halloween shirts to not wear the same shirt.
So you have 31 Halloween shirts?
No, I'm not going to stream 31 days, 30,
Tangent. We need a tangent alarm.
Beeru.
Where like on Twitch, our viewers can like pay the like whatever cheapest thing to like hit tangent alarm and have it like go across the screen. We might need to you'll have to figure that one out. I don't know Twitch, but she knows Twitch. We'll have to do something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. Darkness rating. I'm going to
They're
give...
bats and skeletons. Themed underwear. You're welcome.
She's an adult with themed underwear. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to go with... I'm going to give it a 4 for heavy emotional and psychological themes. I'm giving it
I would think... Yeah, I mean, I almost think it's more dark than it is spicy.
No, I think they're pretty equal, but we gave the spice a 5 because there's a lot of spice. We gave it a 5 because of quantity. I would say if you take out the quantity, I would say the spice is at a level 4.
Yeah, okay.
But you add in the quantity of spice, and I think that pushes it to a 5 because it's on that edge of erotica, in my opinion.
Okay.
But this, again, these are just our opinions. We don't, we're not pulling this information anywhere other than out of our own butts.
This isn't official.
Yeah, this is not official. This is just our own personal opinions.
Yeah, that's what this whole podcast is. Our own personal opinions. And if you don't like them, I guess you don't have to listen to them. But we appreciate you if you do. My rating, I would say, is like a 4 or a 5. Let's go into why our ratings are why they are.
I would say, I would say I give it a 4 because of graphic nature. There's a lot of mutilation, torture, murder. Do you want me to say the other, just my parts?
No.
Okay.
You didn't say it right. If I were Mare, I'd have been like graphic torture.
I said the graphic nature of the book, which includes mutilation, torture, and murder.
Okay. Attempted sexual assault and multiple dubious consent scenarios.
Extreme kinks such as knife play, blood play, degradation, sadomasochism, and breath play. There's a lot of blood play in this one, like a whole big scene of it.
Yeah. And
I would say, mini spoiler alert if you haven't read Hunting Adeline. There's blood play in that one, but it's not as much. It's minimal compared to this book. This book goes to a whole different level of blood play with knife play and sadomasochism.
Yeah. It's
So,
intense.
keep going.
Captivity, kidnapping, and organized crime, brutality.
Violence and obsession are constant, but the story keeps the pulse of found family and empowerment that softens the absolute darkness. So that's why I only gave it a 4.
Okay.
Because it's within the relationship of the, I can't call it a throuple, quadruple,
Yeah, sounds right.
quintuple. It would be a quintuple because there's 5 of them, right? Because a throuple is 3 and there's 5 because there's 4 dudes and a chick. So a quintuple.
Can our mod
Look
Google
that up for us?
please?
Because of the polyamorous nature of the book, I would say because there is love, affection, and tenderness within the romantic relationships, I would say it brings it off that level of 5 level darkness,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, let's get. Are you asking a question?
No, I was just, you were wanting to know why, giving our reasons why we rated it what we rated it.
I think when you put the family dynamic that turns into it midway through, I think, yes, it tones the darkness down.
Yeah, because the darkness is more of the it kind of brings in the darkness early on, but then it tones it way down, and then it's more of an outside force that brings the dark. Mm-hmm. If
That's
that makes
fair.
sense, as far as the plot goes.
Yeah.
All right, which moment felt like the darkest turning point for you? Don't know.
Yes.
Sorry, wrong button.
What are you gonna hit?
Your 20-second thinking song.
I think I know. I think the turning point for me was when they like go through that is it an abandoned hotel or apartment complex? And it's like totally.
Yeah, that's
felt like I was in a war zone.
Yeah, because that was the big battle.
That was like I was like, oh shit, and she got into it, and I was like, ah shit, shit's going down.
Yeah, I would probably agree with that because not only is it the atmosphere and the fighting that is involved, but it's also the story behind the building and why it's there and like the backstory and history of the characters. So yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Did the brutality serve the story, or did it cross into shock value?
I mean, it is a mafia.
It is a good book.
I mean, it does have the mafia vibes. So I think the brutality is there because it's mafia based. And whenever anybody thinks of mafia, whether it's mafia based movies or whatever, it's like controlled brutality because it's not just violence for violence sake, unless it's like Goodfellas and the one character's, in that movie. But usually with mafia, the brutality has a purpose and it's usually a punishment or a lesson that they need to learn or whatever. So I think under that plot line, I don't think it was shocking. Because it wasn't just it wasn't brutality or violence for violence sake. It was because of the plot line that explained why they were the way they were.
Okay.
All right. How did Roxy's resilience shift the darkness level? Did she balance it out or heighten it?
I think I loved her transformation in this book.
Yeah, but did her resilience shift the darkness level?
I don't think it shifted the darkness level. I think it added to it. Maybe. I don't know if it made it darker.
Not her resilience.
No,
It's kind of, I don't know if I like that question. I think I would reframe it as, did Roxy's backstory and the reason that she was put in that situation shift the darkness level? I think that would be a better appropriate question.
Yeah, I'm getting every other word from you.
Yeah, I only get every other word from you, but I'm pretty sure they can hear me just fine.
Okay. I mean, I think her backstory adds to the darkness for sure.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Faux show.
Alrighty.
Oh, let's keep moving.
Moving on to narrator rating. Hold on. Wait for it. There we go. Sorry, I had to clear out the screen really quick. All right. Let's throw up. All right. So the narrators in this book, if you're listening to the audio version, is Cornell Collins and Holly Jackson. So I'm going to put up a picture. Here's Cornell Collins. He's not just a voice actor. He's actually been in movies, TV shows. He's won major awards. He's like classically trained. He's pretty impressive backstory when I was doing my research.
Wow. Let's hear him.
All right, let's do a sample. Here we go.
Ryder is the ladies' man, while Kenzel prefers a good bet or a dare over a pussy any day. I wonder if they'll let me have her first. Doubt it, you'd kill her, so you'll probably be last. I mutter, fuck, fine.
I picked that on purpose because he does multiple characters in that one clip. And I thought it gave a good impression of what this book is like.
Mm-hmm.
So
Do you have another one by him?
I have plenty of samples. Let's see. Do you want a lovey-dovey one or... Actually, I don't have a whole lot of male stuff. All right, let's do this one.
Love us, Roxy. And I'm not asking for something easy or simple. I'm asking for everything, but I can't
This is
not.
Kenzo.
You're our heart, Rox, our living, beating heart. The peace we were missing from our family. You turned our world upside down. We aren't good men. We aren't soft or loving. We are hard, and our hands are stained with blood. But I swear, if you stay, you will never want for anything, and no one will ever hurt you again. Well, apart from us.
I'd have to say, I know we're going to get to this, but that was probably one of my favorite parts of that book.
I love that part of the book too, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
But
remind me.
so I think, so how do I put this? I think his voice is good. Like if I were to give him microphones, I would give him 4 microphones. Mm-hmm. I think he's got a good voice. I think he emotes really well in his narration. Mm-hmm. My criticism of him is I feel like when he was trying to differentiate the characters by doing it just audibly, I really, really, really hated that he did this weird, like excited, gruff, like funky voice when he did like Diesel in certain scenes. There were a couple parts where I was like, oh God, I can't. I
told you.
I know, you kind of warned me I probably wouldn't be a huge fan. Yeah, I didn't dislike him, but again, kind of like other books I read, I felt like, I don't know, I felt like it probably wasn't the right narrator for the book. Mm-hmm. I think he's an excellent narrator. I just don't think he was right for the book. So, what about you? What would you rate him?
I would rate him, I mean, him as a narrator I liked. I think, yes, I had a really hard time.
How many microphones?
I would give him a 3 because I really did have a hard time
with
some of these scenes where he got really gruff and I was like, this is so
cringe.
I can't with this.
Yeah, it was a little cringe in parts.
Yeah. And
so,
it kind of...
I'm going to actually downgrade my vote to a 3 too. I think because there were definitely parts. But I think it just wasn't the right book for him to narrate. Or he could have just picked one part. Like if it was a full cast, maybe.
Yeah. And I also think there wasn't a huge differentiation of characters other than he would make one really gruff. I think that was hard for me.
I would agree with that.
And then that character, I was like, God, he's got a ton of lines, and it's just like, ugh.
All right, let's play his sample one more time.
Ryder is the ladies' man, while Kenzel prefers a good bet or a dare over a pussy any day. I wonder if they'll let me have her first. Doubt it, you'd kill her, so you'll probably be last. I mutter. Fuck. Fine.
Yeah, it was kind of that same thing where he got a little cringy, a little campy, like
Every time he did Diesel guy, like that, really, you could hear it in that one right there. He got that really
gruff, gravelly sound. I don't know. I didn't really, like I said, I think it's just not, he's not the right narrator for the book.
I just didn't care for that part.
So, okay, female narrator. Her name is Holly Jackson, and this is the best picture I could find of her. So, that's what she said. That's what she looks like. And then, here, let's do this one.
I've got the rest of
Actually, no, let's do this sample.
Maybe their venom is infecting me. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome. Maybe I just don't fucking care.
Yeah. I would give her...
I think she matched that character pretty well.
Oh, I think she did an excellent job. I was going to say, I would give her...
Yeah.
I think for the character in the book and the narration, I would easily give her a 5.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. She did a great job narrating. I really...
She was wonderful to listen to.
She was. She really nailed that part.
Yeah, like she embodied Roxy and the attitude and everything. So I would give her...
I think it's hard for that one guy to do 4 different dudes, but they all have kind of the same accent. You know, like, that's got to be hard to try and make a different sound for each one.
And like I said, I just don't think... I don't think he was the right... I don't think he was the right voice actor for the book. I'm not saying he isn't an excellent voice actor. I mean, the guy's won awards, so he's very good. But when the only way you differentiate between the characters is making one sound gruffer and like shouty, and the other guy just talks in a normal everyday voice like we are right now.
Yeah.
Instead of like, I am Batman.
I'm Batman.
Yeah, I just don't think it was the right book for him. But
I think I fucking just nailed that. I'm Batman, though.
Do you want me to play another
Roxy?
Another Roxy? All right. Here's the title quote.
I've never felt so alive. They care. They notice. Their words might be harsher and their touches mean, but only because I don't think they know how to love any better than I do. I guess we're going to learn together, because now I'm all in. I'm walking, willingly, back into that den of vipers and holding out my arms to be bitten. Let's just hope it doesn't kill me.
Like, she was good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I locked up.
Well, we already kind of talked about a bunch of these questions.
Yeah. I don't think we need to go into the notes.
Mini host questions, because we kind of nailed it already in our general conversation.
Yeah.
I concur.
I concur, sir.
We always forget. I have to put a reminder in my notes that on the Meet the Madness, we need to show the author's picture. So here's the author. Again, she doesn't have a headshot. There's nothing on her website. So I had to delve deep into social media to find pictures of her with fans. And I obviously cut the fan out, but that is the author, K.A. Knight, of the book. So just throwing it up there.
I really want Fatty to push the books off.
You want her to accidentally like just shove the books off so they all go tumbling down?
Yeah.
It's like intrusive thoughts. Intrusive cat thoughts?
I guess. I don't know. Just thought I'd voice that.
I think that if she's going to join us like this, we might have to like actually like, sounds bad, spread the books apart so that everybody can see her hanging out.
Because she's so cute.
She's just chilling with us on our table right here. I was going to say, there it is. All right. Yeah, you can kind of see her. All right.
Moving on to the next segment of this podcast.
All right, here we go.
Tropes and tension.
Gotta do it in narrator voice.
I did.
Do it in Batman voice.
Tropes in tension. I don't know. Did I nail that or not?
That was the worst Batman voice.
I tried. I'm not really good.
I am Batman.
I am Batman. I can't do it.
And tension. We need a voice. We need to get that voice modulator from Amazon so we can make funny voices when we do this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Remember from our first episode, we said we were going to get one?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
It is the month of Halloween. We might need it for upcoming episodes. Oh, this is going to be so dangerous. Stop giving us ideas, guys.
Yeah. Enough.
Enough. All
With your
right.
shenanigans.
Tropes and tensions. All right. Hit it. What are the tropes?
Reverse harem. Why choose romance?
We already went over these: knife play, blood play, gun play,
Mafia and organized crime underworld.
captive romance. I'm not reading the secondary
Survival
part.
through strength. Unhinged MMCs, each with their own brand of chaos, which is true. They all are very different. And yeah.
And torture, torture, mutilation, and violent retribution.
Anti-heroine who matches the villain step for step, which the parking garage scene was out of control. When she's trying to escape, I was like, this bitch is crazy.
I don't remember.
When
I mean,
when
she gets all the way down there, and then I forget what happens.
she tries to get out the door, so she's trying to get out the garage door, and she's like trying to jimmy it, and then she was like, "Why am I doing this? Look at all these cars!" And she goes into the booth, and all the keys for all the cars are in there. So she gets one of the keys, and she's like, "I'll just ram it." Remember? And she like full on takes Ryder's car.
Oh,
and tries
that's
to
right.
bash through the door and like
totally totals his car.
yeah, and her
That's
and hurts herself, and then she gets pissed that she didn't get out, so she gets on top of the car and starts beating the shit out of the car.
Yeah, I must have
she's,
been
like,
not paying
on-
attention during parts of that because I remember her trying to escape, and then I probably got
She's
distracted.
like on the roof of the car beating it, and Diesel and Kenzo are just like, oh no, maybe it was Garrett that are just like watching her from the doorway, like what?
She goes full pissed off psycho bitch Karen mode.
Yes, she's crazy. She's like, and Ryder comes home and he's like, what in the fuck is happening?
Yeah, but they have everything on camera. They knew she was going to try to escape. They wanted to let her see if she could get there, but then realize it was all futile in the end.
Yeah, but I don't think they thought she was going to go that crazy.
I don't think they thought she was going to go full Karen on the car.
Yeah.
So,
But Diesel fell in love with her right there.
all right. So, which trope worked best for you in this chaos-filled story? Out of all the tropes we just listed off.
I liked the reverse harem, the white shoes, and probably the and Roxy anti-heroine, who matches the villain's stuff for step. Because as soon as they did something, then she would do something.
She matched their intensity.
And sometimes even went above it.
But I asked you to pick one.
I can't. I picked two, and you get two from me.
Whatever.
But what about you?
The one that worked best?
Mm-hmm.
I think as far as the story goes, probably the why choose part of it.
Okay.
That would be the trope that I think worked best because it makes sense for the story that it was written.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Did the extreme tropes feel balanced, or did they overwhelm the romance?
I don't think that... I would say that the only trope that overwhelmed the book as a whole would have been the reverse harem stuff. Like I said, I think it's more of the quantity of spice, not the type of spice.
Okay.
So, Would this book still hit as hard without the mafia or organized crime backdrop or plot line?
I don't think so. I
think the story would have no plot if like there would be no story without it.
Yeah, it would be weird.
It wouldn't make any sense. Why else would she have been sold to this gang of dudes?
Yeah. And then why would they go and do what they did?
Exactly. That doesn't make sense. So to say like, would this book still be the same without the mafia? No, because...
But some books we read were like, if this wasn't in it, would the book still be good? We were like, yes. So it's a legit question.
It's a fair question, but you can't have the book. You can't have the plot without the mafia.
Yeah, this book, it doesn't fit.
Yeah, it's a major plot point. So it has to exist.
Yes, it is. All right.
Moving on. And we're on to key moments and notable quotes. All right. Should we just hit those key moments right off the bat?
Yeah, so Roxy, right off the rip, is Roxy being sold to the Vipers, her violent introduction into their world.
I would say the next key moment would be Diesel's first introduction, chaotic, sadistic, and unforgettable.
And then, like we just talked about, the Roxy fighting back, proving she's no victim. She totally did.
And then the the tattoo scene with Garrett and Diesel, which we kind of talked about, pain, pleasure, and intimacy collide.
Mm-hmm. And the first group scene, sealing the reverse harem dynamic.
Yep. And then I would say one that's not included on this list that should have been included on this list before we get to the spoiler one for the wee-woos would have been the backstory of the Vipers and the mafia battle between the two mafia families fight.
Yeah.
I would say that would be another major scene. And then, all right.
Wee-woos.
Spoiler alert. Once these go up, we're going to talk a spoiler. If you don't want to hear it because you haven't read the book, wait until the wee-woos go away.
Yeah.
And then the final main point or key moment is, do you want to say it? Because I added one in.
Oh, sure. Roxy's transformation into the Viper Queen, claiming her power.
Yeah, she becomes their queen.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty awesome.
And she fits that role.
She does. She really melts really well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wee woos away. All right. So that's some quick key moments. All right. Should we hit some quotes and we'll do some audio
Yes.
Audio samples?
Mm-hmm.
All right. You get your first Roxy quote if you have one.
Yeah. Okay. I got one. This is Roxy. Just because I have a pussy doesn't make me weak. You fucked with the wrong family.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually forgot that I pulled a quote. It's actually kind of a funny quote. So here it goes.
Fuck. I didn't think this through. Hot as hell Garrett tattooing me while Diesel watches. This dick ban is going out the window. I can feel it. Stupid vagina and its dick obsession.
When I was listening to the book, that literally made me laugh out loud. And I was like, that one's going in the podcast.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
So, and then I've got one more, which isn't as funny as that one, but it works. Evening arseholes. Is this a new kink? Because I'm going to admit, it's not doing it for me. I'm wet, but honestly, I think I peed myself a little.
I love that.
I think that's in the beginning of the book. When the guys, the first, not the Vipers, but the guys they send in their place to kidnap her, break into her bar.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
I think that's what that's from. So.
That was a dramatic jump off of that.
Right? All right. You want to hit do you have a Diesel quote?
I did not pick a Diesel. You have the Diesel quote.
All right. So you do a writer quote then.
Okay. This is Writer. You will learn. Each time someone touches you, they die. Remember that. It doesn't matter who they are, I will kill them, and you will know it's because of you.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I got a Diesel quote. So he nicknames her Little Bird. So here's his quote. Little bird, that was so hot. You're using that on me later.
I forget what she did.
I think it was a taser. Was it a taser?
It was a taser or a knife.
Yeah, it was a taser or a knife. But basically she uses it against someone and he's like totally into it.
Yeah, he likes that. So that's the sadomasochism.
All right. Do you have a Garrett quote?
Did
Or do you have a
pick
Kenzo quote?
I have a Kenzo quote. Did
Okay.
you take the Garrett quote?
I
right?
did. You do Kenzo.
Oh, you want me to do it?
Yeah, I'll put
Okay.
up a picture.
This is Kenzo. My girl is natural. She drains the rich old pricks dry. She's rude, she's loud, and she's fucking perfect.
That's a good one. All right. Then we're going to do Garrett. Baby, when are you going to realize there isn't anything we wouldn't do for you? Like, they're all kind of tender in their own way to her at some point, but they're also
Very different.
They're all, each of their personalities are so different, which I think helps build the story, and it helps differentiate everybody in the story too.
For sure.
So, all right. Which character's words hit you the hardest throughout the book? Roxy's sass, Diesel's chaos, Ryder's control, or Garrett's devotion, or Kenzo's quieter intensity? I feel like Kenzo was more devotion and Garrett was quiet intensity.
Yeah, I agree.
I think she wants out. Kitty is ditching us. Fatty lady. She's got lots of nicknames, but she's totally ditching out on us. Give her a little bump with your foot. There you go.
I didn't even touch her.
Anyway, all right. So which character's words, not necessarily any of those quotes, but overall in the book, which character do you think hit the hardest? And I shall...
Garrett.
All right, I will put your Garrett picture on the screen.
I think overall, she worked the hardest to not break Garrett, but the hardest to earn his love and trust.
Like break him out of his shell?
Yeah. And his trauma.
I would agree with that. I think the character's words that I enjoyed the most or hit the hardest for me would probably be Kenzo. He just loved her from the beginning.
He totally did.
And out of the Vipers, he was her first. So there is that.
He was.
You know me in like the first. And yeah, I like Kenzo. He's just enamored with her. So.
Well, he's the one that says that long quote that we played.
He's the one that declares love. Like, he's almost the mouthpiece or the spokesman for them in a loving way. Mm-hmm. Like, he does this declaration of love to her, of all four of them to her.
Yeah.
And he's got his way with words. Kenzo's pretty good. So, all right. We are on to... I feel like we need to almost remove this segment because I feel like we've already hit all the main points of the heart of the book.
Yeah, when we get to this part.
By this time, we've already like talked about like survival through strength, found family, love as obsession, you know, the paradox of brutality and intimate. Like we've already hit all these points. Let's just go to the questions.
Yeah, but I don't even think the questions are now gonna hit. So is Roxy truly empowered by becoming part of the Vipers, or is she trapped in a gilded cage of obsession?
No, she welcomes it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I feel like this segment is redundant. We might have to remove
we might
it.
have to take it out.
I think heart of the book might have to go away. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
I think you guys have already heard enough about it to know our feelings on it. I just don't think that this is necessary.
Yeah. And do you think this book is more about love, survival, or pure chaos? I mean, that's a legit question.
That's a fair question. I'd say all three.
It is about all of them.
It's about all of them for all the characters.
Yeah. They're all a part of that. Chaos, love, and survival. See,
and I feel like this question we already hit on. How does the found family theme change the tone of such such a brutal story. We already talked about that in the darkness breakdown. So, all right. So
Well,
that's a quick one.
Wrap it up. I don't have my
What?
outro. Did you?
Yes, they're over there. But let's do our wrap up and ratings. That's not until the next segment anyway, dude.
I know, but I was gonna get it while the thing's on.
Alrighty. Cool beans.
It is, dude.
I'm missing something.
What?
Start talking about, like, go over our
Oh,
stuff
I know
really
what you're
quick.
missing.
I know what I'm missing too.
All right, let's wrap it up with these. Ooh. So for our final thoughts of this, our spice, we gave it a 5. Just imagine the little chili peppers up there. The darkness, we gave it a 4. Our overall rating of this book, what's your overall rating? Just give me a hand signal, Mary. A 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
3.5.
Mary gives it a 3, 3.5. I would, if I read this book and not listened to the narration, I'd probably give it a 4, but then I would not re-listen to this book. I wouldn't re-listen to it. I'd have to read it because I didn't really enjoy the narration of it. So,
Hold on.
yes. What?
Well, let me see what I wrote in my book journal about my overall rating of this book. Because I might have given it a different rating when I did it. Oh yeah, I did. I gave it a 3. Like, because I have a rating system and then you add up the points and if it's within a certain area. So I gave it a 3-star, and under reread I put maybe. Because I don't know if I would or not. I don't know if the narration bothered me or if I'd read the physical book. I don't know. It's a maybe.
Yeah.
So that's what I rated it.
So Den of Vipers is unapologetically crazy. It's not here to be soft or hold your hand. The spice is wild, the violence is consistent, and the love story is tangled up in knives, obsession, and a found family. For some, it'll be
Sorry.
For some, it'll be too much. For others, it's exactly the brand of chaos they come for. Either way, this book leaves its mark.
All right. So you already talked about whether or not you would reread it. You said you would physically read it before you'd re-listen to it.
Yeah.
I would probably agree with that. Did Den of Vipers push the boundaries of dark romance too far, or did it redefine them for you?
I don't think it pushed my boundaries or redefined them.
Yeah. I would agree. I don't think it pushed. Again, it would take a lot to push my boundaries, and there's only like 2 book series that I can think of that pushed boundaries for me. So we've already talked about that we've talked about at least one of them in a previous episode.
Who is your top Viper, and did it change throughout the book?
Ooh.
Who was your overall
Favorite Viper?
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking. Hold on. I think Ryder is my favorite Viper.
Knew it.
Why?
I could just call that.
Why?
Just your type. Who do you think mine is?
Your type? Garrett.
Yeah, exactly.
The damaged, like, soft-spoken, but, like, quiet violence guy. Whereas Ryder's, like, the in-control boss.
It's so much your type.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's so funny. All right, well,
Yeah.
that was a fun game.
Yeah. Done.
And that's done. All right.
Mare, who is this book good for?
Oh, my gosh. Let's talk about who this book is perfect for. This book is perfect for readers who crave chaos, violence, and a crazy level of spice wrapped up in a dark reverse harem mafia romance. If you live for morally gray, well, there are a lot of morally gray in this. Or as dangerous as they're irresistible, and a heroine who doesn't bend, she bites back, and with a lot of sass, then this will be a great book for you. Again, if you enjoy reverse harem, if you've never read a reverse harem, this might be hitting the deep end right off the bat, which isn't bad. I mean, for me, it was my first reverse harem, and it was it wasn't too much, but it was also like, oh, okay.
Maybe try Huge ×2.
That just sounds as bad as Morning Glory Milking Farm. Like, that just sounds dirty, just the title. But, yeah, if you like brutal mafia world building with knives, I don't think there was a ton of world building. I felt that the world, I wouldn't agree with that. Kinky graphic spice, yep. A heroine who isn't a damsel in distress.
She definitely is not.
Yeah. Who won't like this book? If you prefer traditional monogamous romances, if you dislike extreme violence or graphic torture, if you don't vibe with non and dub con elements or taboo kinks, and if you want a love story built on sweetness and healing instead of rage and destruction. So, and if you're easily triggered by gore, captivity, or heavy dark content, there you go.
Don't read this book.
This book is not for you. If you're a dark romance reader, and if you've read a lot of dark romance, this will be an easy one.
Yeah.
This will be a piece of cake.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right.
Hold on. Wait for it. Next, what's coming up in the next episode?
Next time on the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
We did not practice this, apparently.
Just go every other.
All right. Next time on Sister of the Steamy Reads.
I just read that.
You didn't finish the sentence. We're swapping blades and blood-soaked mafia chaos for a paranormal plunge into darkness and desire.
Sharpen those stakes and your sass, because episode 21 is Bitten by Death by Holly Roberts.
We're trading in vipers for vampires, where Grumpy meets Sunshine and Fangs meet the Feels. Don't miss out.
Get ready for some vamps on this next one. So
This
Dracula voice will fit right in.
I was going to say, welcome to our October episodes. We're hitting all the fun Halloween spooky vibes in this
month.
And I know we gave the TBR in our Rocky Mountain Readers Retreat episode, but did we do it in this episode? Should we hit the ones that are coming in this month?
Yeah, and just a reminder, don't forget to follow us and join our sisterhood. We are on Spotify and Apple Podcasts at Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads.
We're also on TikTok at I think it's, I dropped my notes.
No.
We're on TikTok, and we're also on YouTube at the Sisterhood of the Steamy Reads. And then should we talk about what episodes are going up what days this month? Being that we have them scheduled out? Should we just announce should I just talk about the books again?
Yeah, just drop our TBR again.
All right. So TBR is going to be Bitten by Death, a little bit of vampire action. Our next one is going to be Magical Midlife Dating, which is book 2 of the Leveling Up series. So we have a little bit of haunted house, magic, paranormal, fun stuff happening in that one. It's a light read. It's a very much a light and fluffy one. Mm-hmm. And then we're ending out the month with The Ghosts of Halloween, which is also a dark one. It's actually a compilation of 4 books. It's also another reverse harem. So we're hitting you with a lot of reverse harem this month, apparently. So that's the theme of this October.
Here we go.
That's okay.
Buckle
Wait
up,
until
buttercups.
December hits. We'll have candy canes and snowman and eggnog coming up in December or so. But anyways, all right. Well, this was a fun episode. I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time. And I hope you guys enjoy it too. If you have any great feedback or think we could do anything better, drop us a comment. And again, we always appreciate you listening and watching.
Yes, constructive criticism is always welcome. All right. We'll catch everybody later.
Have a good night.